This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It is Thursday night, September the 14th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I am happy to be here. I hope you are happy to be here. Not sure if you missed me on Tuesday night. I was supposed to stream, but then I got last minute tickets to Lionel Richie. And needless to say, I was dancing all night long. I was dancing on the ceiling. I was saying hello to people very truly. Thank you. I hope you guys appreciate that. I just thought of those things right now. But I'm so grateful that all of you are here. Moderators, do what you need to do. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here, I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So as we get going, this is what you can do. Subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and get my videos. Yes, Ricky, I'll get to that in a second. You can like this video right on cue. There are 30 of you in here. There are only 9 likes, so let's bump that up to about 15 or so. You guys know how much I love that 50% rule. You can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership, which is the same as a $5 donation. It still gets the donation train out of the station, and it gives someone franchise membership for a month, free franchise membership. You can also buy your own membership. You can upgrade your membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And as Ricky says, happy Tyler Myers bonus and Canucks Hockey Eve. Yes, it is a big time for the Vancouver Canucks. But before we get to that, I want to recognize that Carol does indeed get the donation train out of the station with a membership gift. So let's give her some love. Carol gifts a membership. Thank you, Carol. $5 donation. And it goes to frequent commenter Adam Lee. So Adam, welcome to membership. Welcome to the CCC Crew. I think you've been here before. And Carol, thank you very much for your generous donation. We got Scott here from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, which is awesome. We have other people from around the continent, but I wonder who's the furthest around the world, even who's the furthest away today. But we got Saskatchewan in the house. Thank you, Scott, for being here. That means it must be past midnight where you live. I appreciate that you are here. You guys, I'm excited because it truly feels like we are on the eve of hockey. The Young Stars Classic starts tomorrow. Yes, the Young Stars taking on Calgary, taking on Edmonton, taking on Winnipeg over the next few days. So that's exciting. I'm going to go talk about that a little bit as we say, as you see in the title, prospects gather in Penticton. Also, I have in the title, don't sleep on Tanner Pearson. I'll spend a few minutes on that. You'll see what I mean in terms of, I think he's going to make the team. And if he does, you have 2 issues, not even issues, but there's a cap ramification and there's a lineup ramification. So there's that as well. And then, by the way, Gord, my training partner, is here. Gord, still healing. Thank you for being here. And I guess the other thing is Tyler Myers. His $5 million bonus gets paid out tomorrow, and I'll talk about the ramifications of that. So I'm going to spend a few minutes on each of those topics. Then I will do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I'll turn it over to you for your questions because, yes, there's so much to talk about. Quinn Hughes, of course, named captain on Monday, did Canucks After Dark. Haven't done a live stream, actually, since Quinn Hughes is named captain, but my whole live stream on Sunday night was predicated upon my prediction that Quinn Hughes was going to be named the captain. I didn't think it would happen just 12 hours after I did that live stream. So lots to talk about tonight. Let's get going. Let's start off by talking about, I guess the first thing that I have in the title is don't sleep on Tanner Pearson. I must admit, and be honest in the chat if you were like me and you almost wrote off Tanner Pearson for the season. And not because we don't like him, not because we don't think he's a good player. Quite the opposite. I think he's a great player. I think he's a good player, not a great player. I think he's a good player. But I got so used to him being on long-term injury reserve last year. I got so used to his $3.25 million salary not counting towards the cap that is just, I don't know. But put it in the chat if you're with me and be honest. Let's be honest. We're an honest community here. Are you like me and you almost forgot that Tanner Pearson was on this team? Are you like me and not that it's not like you were wishing that he doesn't make the team, but were you almost counting on that $3 million of cap space? Let me know. Comfort me. Tell me, affirm me that I'm not the only one that was thinking this. Because I remember when I was making my mock lineups, when I was predicting who's going to be the starting 12 Canucks forwards, I rarely put him into that mix. And I would always say, oh, he's going to be the 13th forward. Oh, he's going to be the 14th forward. Oh, he's going to start the season on LTIR. But admittedly, I never thought of him as one of the top 12 forwards on the team. And again, it's not because I don't like him. It's not because I'm a hater. In fact, I think he's a very useful player when he's good, when he's healthy. But he was kind of out of sight, out of mind. So what's really interesting now is I think he's going to be the type of player that Rick Tocchet really likes. Veteran, low maintenance, plays a very north-south game. He's not the fastest, but he plays north-south. He's not very fast. He's not going to spend a lot of time deking and trying to make all these fancy moves. He's good on the boards. He's a bigger body. He's kind of like, I've often joked around that when I play roller hockey, I kind of look like Tanner Pearson just with the broad shoulders or whatever. And I think he's got good leadership skills. So for all those reasons, he might be a really good player, or at least a decent player again. Now, what wasn't good is last season, I think he had 8 minor penalties in this first 12 games. Last season, he looked really slow. There you go. Taylor says Myers and Pearson and Myers, the betting penalty buds. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is he had 8 minor penalties in the first 12 games, and it was because he was slow. He's getting a little lazy on defense, but he seems very motivated. All accounts are that he looked good at Troy Stetcher's camp last week, that he's looked good skating with his teammates this week. So, if he has recovered from his hand injury, then there are 2 things that you have to consider. The first one is the cap ramifications. Now you got to find another $3.25 million of space, and with him, actually the Canucks are over the cap, so they got to make a move. And the second thing is, who does he play with? But before that, let's acknowledge another donation. Coach Rob coming through, keeps that donation train rolling with a membership. Thank you, Coach Rob. So he gifts a membership, $5 donation, and that membership goes to my workout partner, Gord Wright. So let's give a warm welcome to Gord, to CCC membership, to the crew. He's been in and out. He's come to some meetups before, and Gord actually came to visit me when I got hurt, which was very, very kind of him. And then, of course, a big thank you to Coach Rob for making that donation. So, thank you, Gord. Thank you, Coach Rob, and welcome, Gord. So you have to think of Pearson's $3.25 million. Now you're over the cap, so you got to make a move, whether it's moving Beauvillier, Garland, Besser, Myers, whatever it may be. The other thing is, who does he play with? Who does he play with? So you're not putting him on the top line. And let's presume Mikheyev is healthy. No, let's do both. If Mikheyev is healthy and Pearson makes the top 12, you could probably go something like Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Mikheyev, Miller, Besser, and Garland or Beauvillier. And the other one of Garland or Beauvillier was Suter and Pearson. And then a fourth line of Bluger, Joshua, and either Podkolzin or Hoglander. Then you have Studnicka and Di Giuseppe also battling. If Mikheyev doesn't start the season, you could go Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Beauvillier, Miller, Besser, Garland, and then you could still go then Suter with Pearson, and then a Hoglander, and then Podkolzin, Joshua, and Bluger, also batting with Stednik and Di Giuseppe. So you can see there's about 14 or 15 forwards that you could argue would make the opening night roster. So with Tanner Pearson, yes, I've seen some of you said some of you concerned about his foot speed, not always being the fastest player, and then as well foot speed, and then how is his handling going to hold up? Hopefully well, and then will he be that type? I think he'll be the type of player that Rick Tocchet likes. So that's a bit on Tanner Pearson. So in a few minutes, in about 10 minutes, when I ask for your comments, would love your thoughts on Tanner Pearson. I want to give some more love right now. The members today coming through with generosity. Shannon gifts a membership, $5 donation, and that free membership goes to Scott Brooks. So welcome to the CCC crew, Scott, and a big thank you to Shannon for gifting that membership. So now we have 3 gifts already from Carol, from Coach Rob, and from Shannon. Thank you. Let's keep it going. I love it. Actually, the membership gifting is even better than a regular donation. Well, from a standpoint of if you're going to donate $5, because it also gives you a membership, franchise membership, for an entire month for absolutely free. The second thing I want to talk about, prospects gathering in Penticton. We've seen the list, 27 players gathering in Penticton. There are 3 goaltenders. There are 9 defensemen. So that means there are 11. No, that doesn't add up. What am I talking about? 3 goaltenders, 9 defensemen, and 15 forwards. So some notables, I'm not going to go through all the names, but some notable names for sure. You have up front, you have Danila Klimovic, who I think is on the verge of cracking this lineup. You have Atu Ratu, who some people, remember, a big piece of that Horvat trade. Some are saying he's our best prospect in the system right now. You have Aiden McDonough and Max Sasson, who got some games in with the Canucks at the end of the season. You have Josh Bloom, who came over in a trade, and I can't wait to see what he can do. Arshdeep Bains, a fan favorite. So those are some of the forwards that people are going to have their eye on. On defense, you have Akito Hirose, my favorite. You have Philip Johansson, looking to crack the lineup too. You have Cole McWard, who played in some games last season. You have Hunter Brustevich. Can never say his name, can never spell it, but he could be a steal in the 3rd round last year. And then on D, Nikita Tolopilo, who we signed last year. So, Tom Wilander is missing. Jonathan Lekaramaki is missing. Wilander playing for college, Lekaramaki playing in Sweden. So there are some top prospects. You could argue those are 2 of our top 3 prospects, along with Atu Ratu. Silovs, do you still consider a prospect? He's not there. But there are still enough guys there to make for a very fun and competitive Young Stars Classic. Want to recognize another donation. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates. Whoa, running a bit late for a change. Like I always say, like, sub, become a member, and more. So thank you, Lucas, for that donation. Also keeps that donation train rolling. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat as well. So in a few minutes, I'm going to ask you what you expect from the Young Stars, and is there one young star in particular that, or a couple young stars that you are really, really interested in seeing? So number 1 topic, Tanner Pearson and the ramifications of him making this team. Number 2 topic, Young Stars kicks off tomorrow. They play against Calgary tomorrow, Edmonton on Saturday, Winnipeg on Sunday. And as Ricky said, they may have the most experienced team at Young Stars, so they could run the table. Last topic I'll talk about, it's not in the title, but we've been talking about this date for the past 6 to 9 months. Tyler Myers, he gets paid his $5 million bonus tomorrow. Now, let me break it down for you, especially for those that wonder what's the difference between salary and salary cap. Tyler Myers, the contract he signed was a 5-year, $30 million contract. And that was done 5 years ago, or I guess 4 years ago, technically. So he's entering the last year of his 5-year, $30 million contract. The cap hit, the average annual value is $6 million, right? 30 divided by 5. So that's how the cap, that's how salary is applied to our salary cap. So just think $6 million player, $6 million, $6 million to $6 million for 5 years. 6 times 5 is 30. The actual salary, the cash he makes, averages to $6 million a year, but doesn't have to be exactly 6. And it's like this. The first year he made 7, the next year he made 5. The third year he made 7, the fourth year he made 5. So 7, 5, 7, 5, and then 6 for this year. So he's making $6 million in cash. But that $6 million in cash is actually split into different ways. So this year, it's $5 million of bonus money and only $1 million in salary. 5 plus 1 is 6. Whereas last year, his cap hit was $6 million. He only got paid $5 million, and it was all base salary. It wasn't a bonus. It was $0 bonus and then $5 million base salary. This year, it's $5 million bonus and only $1 million salary. What does that all mean? That means if the Canucks were to trade Tyler Myers this season, and let's just use October 1st as an example. So if the Canucks trade Tyler Myers before the season starts, the team that they trade him to, he costs $6 million on their cap. It's not prorated. It's a full season, right? We're presuming October 1st. But they only have to pay him $1 million in cash because we are paying $5 million bonus tomorrow. So what kind of team would take him? And remember, he's a unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. So a team that's got a lot of cap space could take him. And then what they could do is, it's really appealing for a team, because imagine a team can trade for Tyler Myers. Obviously, you got to give up something to get him, but a team could trade for Tyler Myers. It goes to fulfilling some cap space, $6 million. So you have that cap space, fine. You only have to pay him $1 million of actual cash because the Canucks have paid 5 of the 6. And then, if you want, you can flip him at the trade deadline for more assets, likely more assets than you're going to have to give away to get him in the first place. So you get a serviceable defenseman. You only have to pay him $1 million, and you can flip him for assets at the trade deadline, because I'm sure a team going to the playoffs would happily trade for that depth, knowing that they'd probably only have to pay him right a third of the season, so $333,000. The cap hit's prorated, so $2 million cap hit, and then they get a good player, a decent player, and then you can flip him for more assets at the trade deadline. So that is the biggest thing about Tyler Myers, is you have to think of the $6 million salary cap hit, but then only $1 million the team will actually be on the hook for when it comes to actual paying out. And before I get to the mid-show sponsor read, and I got 76 of you in here, which is awesome, I want to answer this right now. Jay's asking, when will you be going back to the 11 p.m. for streams? Basically on Sunday night. No, Sunday night's always 10:30. I'm saying Monday night, September 25th. Monday night, September 25th, even though there's Canucks After Dark. So, maybe I'll start 5 minutes late. But in essence, starting on Sunday night, September the 24th, I'll be back to 5 streams a week. So not next week, because I have a very busy week next week for work, big conference we're putting on the Saturday, the 23rd. But starting Sunday night, September the 24th, I'll be back to nightly shows, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all of them at 11 o'clock, except for Sunday night, which I still start at 10:30. And by the way, we got Murray coming in all the way from New Zealand, which is awesome. I am going to do my mid-show sponsor read, and then plenty of time for your questions tonight. Plenty of time. So in a second, not yet, I won't read it if you put it in now. You got to wait till I say go, otherwise I'll never catch up. Talk to me about Tanner Pearson and what I talked about, the cap ramifications and lineup ramifications if he makes a team. Talk about young stars. Which players are you most excited to see? And then talk about Tyler Myers, his $5 million bonus getting paid out tomorrow. But first, shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. Check out their services right here at, it's over here, ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jai Art, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi. Use the link, tinyurl.com/VessiClay and get a free pair of socks with your next pair of Vessi shoes. Mid-show reminder to you as well to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation like Lucas has done, to gift memberships like Carol, Rob, and Shannon have done. Thank you to all of you. And you can always become a member yourself, upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So let's do Canucks and hockey-related questions first. Let's do that for about 15 minutes and see how we do. Canucks and hockey-related questions. Here we go. Thoughts on the Canucks being one of the 4 teams still interested in Ethan Barrow? I didn't know that. And could it be a solid long-term option next to Hughes? No, I don't think he's actually good enough to play with Hughes long-term, but I think he can be a good second or third pairing guy, especially at the right number. I liked Ethan Bear. I don't think he's top pairing material, though. Tyler Myers, worth every penny. Not enough drafts in the league. Busting through the glass ceiling with that long neck. Man, Bruce doing his best, hustling, trying to get Tyler Myers moved after tomorrow. In the Pearson situation, if he's truly healthy, who's more likely to be traded if need be? I think Myers. Myers over Beauvillier. I don't think you can trade Garland or Besser. Beauvillier has probably got the most value from a standpoint of he's a UFA at the end of the season. No, I know they did Rick Talkin and Adam Foote. I have not watched the new Canucks and Cars just yet. I believe every Young Stars game will be on Canucks YouTube channel. Pearson most likely to play this season. How do we get under the cap? We lose probably Myers. Yeah, you can put Matt Irwin in. You can put Noah Juleson in there. But yes, if Pearson makes the team, that's what I've been saying, you have to make at least one move. I think the Young Stars tourney could be fun just to see the possible future. Have I considered attending the Canucks Young Guns or training camp? I have, but especially with my injury this year, Gord, not the easiest. And this is a very busy time for me at work. So I haven't really, even when it's been in town, either the Young Stars or especially training camp, I have never actually made it out to go see them. I usually save my time, energy, and money for when the games count for real. Super fired to watch Atu Ratu, one of our best prospects. Hopefully he's a difference maker. Yeah, Cole. I think him and Vilander, and Lekarmaki, they're if you don't count Sealaws, those guys are our top three prospects. Why is Babcock still a coach? Apparently considering his track record of mistreating players, especially what happened with Marner. Yes, and we know the whole, I don't want to go spend too much time on it, but we know the whole controversy now of allegedly asking Columbus Blue Jackets players to show him personal pictures. Tocchet had over 900 points. Yes. Yeah, no, he was a very, very good player. He was an excellent player. I lived in Duncan and went to the camp when Linden was a rookie. Awesome, Gord. That's awesome. Is the bad start last season, was it all injuries, or is Boudreau part of the problem? As much as I love Bruce, you had to pin some of it on coaching. And and just a slow start, bad penalty kill, all those things. Any chance Garland or Besser are gone before training camp? I doubt it. I think they tried last year and they couldn't get anything for them. Going to Toronto to visit my sister next week. Probably going to attend a preseason Leafs game alone. That's fine. Hockey game alone is fine. Watching a movie alone, do it all the time. Eat alone, do that even more than watching a movie alone. Looking forward to getting back to Canucks hockey, man. It's feeling like a long summer. I agree. Yeah, Taylor, I missed it. Are you doing okay? I just saw you had a 12-hour day for sure. Am I excited about Baines? Yeah, I'd say I'm more intrigued about Baines than excited, but I think he could be a depth piece for sure. Hey, Jay, nice to see you. Season's just around the corner. Sorry I can't stick around. No problem. Have a great Friday. I think I get to see Jason tomorrow, but we'll see. Hey, Patrick, how do you say Clay is handsome in Swedish? Oh, I can't say that because he had a very strong accent, but it sounded like Clay, handsome Clay. Clay, good looking, GLCPC, all those things kind of blend together. Young Star is going to be fun. Hunter Brustovic is definitely on top of my list of players to watch this weekend. Skating and offensive awareness is very exciting to watch. Yeah, and a lot of people are agreeing that we got him at a steal in the third round for sure. Back to back with Edmonton to start the year. That's a tough start. Remember last year we were up 3-0 on Edmonton, and didn't we lose like 5-3 or something? Gord, I shoot right. Oh, by the way, I want to give you I met a guy. You know how there's more right-handed people than left-handed people, but then there are more hockey players that shoot left than right. My friend's theory is that if you're right-handed, the conventional thinking is you shoot right-handed because you have your dominant hand lower on the stick. He was telling me that you should have your stronger hand on the top of your stick to help you with stick handling and for quick snaps and releases. So that's why he's saying, even though there are more right-handed people, that there are more left-handed hockey players because they are taught from a young age to use their dominant hand at the top of their stick as opposed to down below. And that's why you see so many of these guys that they shoot left, but they are right-handed. They throw right-handed. They sign autographs with their right hand. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you have time for that theory? Let me know. I was hoping that Pearson would go to make more cap space, and if Pearson comes back, we need to let some players go. Exactly. What do you think with the player that you talked about with his hand? I'm having trouble pronouncing it. It makes the team not happy that we have to pay out the money. We don't have any. If it's Tanner Pearson, as I talked about, I think he can be a contributor for this team. Wanting to start watching Canucks games again. I look forward to watching Canada's NHL teams play games for the first time since the mid-May elimination. I'm looking forward to any type of hockey. Scott doesn't think the season... Their road trip is pretty tough to start, I must admit. Cole agrees, I think, with the right-handed thing. Which players are you usually excited to watch whenever they play the Canucks at Rogers Arena? Always Connor McDavid, Ovechkin, and Crosby. There's a certain buzz around them. The Colorado guys, McKinnon, McCarr, Toronto guys. So any of the top stars. But I really like watching Cale Makar play. I really like watching Connor McDavid play, obviously. I can't remember if I've seen Matthew Tkachuk live yet. I must have. I've seen a Calgary game here and there before he got traded. I'm trying to think if there are any stars that I haven't seen. Oh, I don't think I've seen Adam Fox play. So, but I am going to the Rangers game this year. So maybe that's one. Adam Fox, it would be one. Gord's right-handed but shoots left. Canucks led last season their first game 3-0 and lost 5-3. Yeah, that's the one. I'm excited to see McDonough and Ratu at Young Stars. Nice. I'd suggest it's impossible to go against what comes naturally when it comes to right-left. Are you selling your cast for Nucks charity? Adam, I never thought about that. I don't think anyone would buy it, but it's still clean. Like I haven't let anyone draw on it or write on it, but it is coming off in 2 weeks, which I'm very excited about. Any of the Young Stars games on TV? Streamed on the Canucks YouTube channel. Attending preseason and home opener games in Edmonton. Nice, Joshua. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm right-handed, but I shoot left and play golf left. Interesting. Ty Young is a big name. Okay. Will I buy Hughes' new captain jersey? It's interesting. My Hughes jersey is the flying skate with no C. I don't get excited, quite frankly, Pat, about buying jerseys with a letter on it, so I probably won't buy it just to get a C on it. So everyone, I mentioned this a few times. Young Stars are going to be streamed on the Canucks YouTube channel. 12-hour days college on Thursdays. Wow, Taylor. That's with no breaks. You must have breaks in there though. But that's still a lot. Anyone worried about Peters? You mean Pettersson? I'm not, but you guys might be. Awesome. And Scott finishes off. Anyone worried about Petey's future? The Canucks don't do well this season. Yeah, I am worried that the Canucks don't do well. It's going to be harder to re-sign them. How many times do you think Canucks wears the flying skate this season? Let's go only home games. So there's 41 of them. Let's say they do it at 10 of them. So we'll go a quarter. A few hour break. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Adam, $10. Is that what you're saying I could get for the cast? Oh, Adam says get it signed. By who? Or should I sign it? Got lab 9 to 10 and then a few hour break, then class for a couple hours. So which players for the Canucks are we to watch for in the Young Gun games? Shannon, I just went through that whole list. It's up to you who you're interested in. I'm interested in Aturatu, Klimovic. I'm interested in Josh Bloom. I'm interested in Hirose and Hunter Brustevich. Those are the 5 guys for me that I'm interested in watching to see how they do for sure. Lucas says, sign the cast and donate the proceeds for Canucks for Kids. Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't know if anyone wants my stinky cast. Oh, it's not that stinky actually. But I truly, even if I sign it, I'm not trying to be false humble here. I actually don't know if it would raise any money because who in their right mind would want a cast signed by Clay? If someone in here wants it, maybe I'll do a draw. We'll play the spinning wheel. We haven't pulled out the wheel in a while, but truly, like, is anyone actually going to want this cast? I won't even sell it. I'll just give it away. But who'd want it? I don't know. Like when they cut it off, am I supposed to ask for it? And then I take it out with me? Who do I think will be the backup for Demko? I think Silovs will outplay Martin, but I think for this year, strategically, you keep Martin as your backup, and then Silovs you work into games when it's conducive with the AHL schedule. Bring a Hughes jersey to the team store and get a C on it? Yes, that's for sure. You can definitely do that. Josh Bloom, good to keep an eye on? Yes. Any plans to go down to Seattle to watch the Canucks play there and cheer for the away team? I don't know. I looked at the dates, William, and I don't think they line up well for my work schedule, but I'll have to look at it again. Put the cast outside the front door to keep soliciting. Gord, do you mean like to threaten them that if they bug me and knock on my door that I will put them into a cast, or just because it's an ugly used cast for 6 weeks? Have I started fantasy hockey yet? Pat, it's interesting you asked that. I'm in one big fantasy hockey league. I've been in it for over 10 years now. This is very interesting. I'm going to talk about it more in my stream throughout the year. It's a keeper league, and we do free agent draft and rookie draft, and we have a salary cap, but it's based on last year's salaries. So any guy whose new contract, like Miller, for instance, at $8 million, his new contract starts this season. In my league, I have him for one more year at 5.25, if that makes sense. So there is a year when Petey and Hughes were still on their entry-level contracts where it was only $900,000 against my cap, and I had them and it was awesome. My team is actually very, very good. I came in second in the league last year. The reason why I thought your question was timely is because today I just set up my keepers and my drops, and my team is really good. Up front, I have McDavid, Pettersson, Miller, Kaprizov, Rantanen, DeBrincat. Those are my big forwards. Oh, and Tage Thompson, who I still have on a steal. Yeah, I have him at 1.4 million. Then my D is just okay. I do have Hughes, I have McAvoy, and then I have a bunch of no names. And then in goaltender, I do have Connor Hellebuck. He's my stud in net. And then Marc-Andre Fleury, who's actually on a cheaper contract. But you can tell that the strength of my fantasy team are my forwards. Canucks are going to surprise. Some guys seem to have upped their game over the summer. I hope so. How do you think the Canucks are going to do this year with the penalty kill? Much better because of the guys they brought in. Cole, Soucy, Bluger, Suter. Yes, new defenseman. I don't think it's going to be 85%. That's pretty high. But if we get over 75, I'll be happy. November on the weekend for Seattle versus Canucks in Seattle would be cool if we all did a meetup at the game there and cheer for the Canucks. Yeah, but that's pretty expensive for all of us to go down to Seattle and watch, but that's an idea. Oh, so Adam's saying if I sign it, it goes up to $20. I've always thought of the Oilers a 2-player team, Pittsburgh a 3-player team, and the Caps are a 1-player team. Yeah, and in hockey, you need more than that, but obviously Pittsburgh, with their 3-player team, is resulted in cups. Edmonton, yeah, they're trying to get better around McDavid and Draisaitl. And the Caps, they won a cup, didn't they? So, no, they've had Backstrom and some other good players as well. Did you hear that Sat Shaw a couple days ago that Canucks are still looking to acquire a top 6 scoring winger? No, I did not hear that. That is interesting. Oh, by the way, speaking of Sat Shaw, he's the one who broke today. I did a whole vlog about it. I forgot. I didn't even mention it. John Shorthouse back. We don't know for how many years, but back behind the mic in front of the camera for Sportsnet. And we know that that's great. John Shorthouse. I didn't even know that his contract was up because we were so worried about who's going to replace John Garrett. So make sure you watch that vlog earlier. I think it's down to Dave Tomlinson and Ray Ferraro. Roberto Luongo says Canucks will make the playoffs this year. Mark my words. I'll do that. I'm with you. I have a blank jersey I want to give to the teams. Bring the team store to put Hamhuis and 2 on it. Since Vancouver on it, the logo before they change it to Orca. Nice. $20 Clay sign. Canucks are in Seattle on Friday, November 24th and Thursday, February the 22nd. Friday, November the 24th. Okay, yeah, I see that. And then Thursday, February the 22nd. So far, no plans on either of those 2 nights. I'm intrigued. I'm so looking forward to hockey season. Starts to being a long summer. Means nights that Canucks or any other teams play. Coach Rob will come down and watch hockey. Beautiful. Fun watching the games with Shannon and Charlie. Awesome. Hashtag 20 cats. Sign Clay. Do you think a Tage Thompson type would make the Canucks in danger? Absolutely. He's so good. He is so good. The other reason I'm excited for hockey start, I've made a list of the games I want to come to Vancouver and see Coach Rob and I are trying to figure out stuff. Awesome. Yeah, Shannon, I'm going to inquire and see. I think those wheelchair accessible seats go by pretty quickly, but I'll put a call into my ticket rep. What team is dropping out if the Canucks are to make it? Minnesota or Winnipeg? I have a theory that maybe Garrett's contract was up too with his age. He probably wanted a lesser role with broadcasting, hence he's no longer. Yeah, maybe. We never know. Have I considered a CCC outdoor hockey game? Has everyone asked you for an autograph? So not really considered an outdoor hockey game yet, but it's interesting. And yes, people have actually asked me for an autograph, but I think a lot of people, it sounds so show-offy, but it's true. A lot of people have stopped me for pictures, and I think pictures are the new autograph, right? I think it's more modern to ask for a picture as opposed to autograph. And so at games, I'll get stopped. Even at Lionel Richie concert, I got stopped a few times. So it's fun. It's nice. I love meeting people. I don't do it because I love people recognizing me, although it's a pretty cool thing, but it's more because I love meeting people. I love meeting people from the community. And usually during the games, I'll get stopped for maybe 2 or 3 pictures a day. I don't know why they want to picture me. Oh, I know why, because I'm good looking. And then they usually pictures and a hello, but I've only done a couple autographs. And I drive a Civic. Very good. Stick with the Hondas, Ricky. Hamhuis name number with a modern Orca. Hard to say a Teamster will do that. Oh, do they actually reserve the right to say no? Interesting. Jasker and family is good. Thank you. Gail is settling as vice principal for a second year. Kayla made the senior girls volleyball team as a grade 11, so I'm very proud of her. Jacob's getting used to his new school schedule, and Sean is working full time. Now the Clay sign cast is up to $200. Wow. Yeah, go get the Hughes jersey, William. Power play goes 25%. Penalty kill goes 75%. That's good. Yeah, Carol, you can just, I'll let Lucas answer, but you can just simply buy a jersey, either online or in person. Yeah, Shannon, I'll take a look. Nice. Scored as a Hamhuis jersey. I love it. Thank you for asking, Jastrin. All right, friends, let's do 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything. So let's transition into Ask Me Anything. I'll do a couple more hockey-related questions, but then let's go with some non-hockey-related questions to end off the stream. Ask Me Anything. Jastrin says Canucks will finish with 105 points. All right, guys. 5 minutes of any non-Canucks, non-hockey related questions. Lucas Gates comes in with, how was the Lionel Richie concert? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed him more than Earth, Wind, and Fire, although I knew a few Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. I knew 90% of Lionel Richie's songs because he did his songs and some Commodore songs. And I thought he was good. Very entertaining showman, kept poking fun at his own old age. Should Seahawks fans be worried? That was a rough start. That was a rough start for sure. Yeah, and I don't follow the Seahawks a lot, but I knew they imploded in that game. Not to steal the spotlight. No, you're not stealing. Edmund, I'm happy to celebrate this. Gone 3 years, no alcohol. Nice. Congratulations, Edmund. That's awesome. And I know you're in really, really, really good shape. And then, did I eat sushi today? No, I did not have Japanese food today. I do, William. I do. Good question. I will give a shout out to the first person who can name my 3 other favorite teams. It doesn't matter what. If you get their order, then double bonus. But I'm not giving you anything, so double of nothing is still nothing. But if anyone can name my next 3 favorite teams in order, I will give you and put all 3 in the same comment, and I'll tell you if you're right. Nia Jax, she's lost a lot of weight. I think she's going to be good. She looks motivated. What is the oddest place someone asked me for a photo? Well, in a washroom at Rogers Arena. And then I said, well, let's move outside at least, so we're not taking a picture with a urinal or a toilet behind us. So someone has asked me for a picture in the washroom at Rogers Arena. 105 points. Carol likes that. David thinks it's a little bold. Clay was dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. What's one Broadway show you haven't seen that you want to see? Ooh. Good question. I have not seen Chicago live. Maybe that one would be good. Yeah, maybe Chicago. I like the music in that one. Do you keep up with the NBA? I used to a lot more. When the Grizzlies were here. But I do follow NBA. I do follow CFL. I do follow NFL. I don't follow baseball. I don't follow soccer. NBA, I like the Phoenix Suns. I've always liked them. And then in NFL, I do like the Seahawks. And then CFL, I love the Beast Lions already. Do I project to be at 20K by the end of the season? I'm not sure. It took me a long time to get to 10. But I do think this channel has the potential to grow. No, I'd be happy with if I can grow. Yeah, it's tough to grow because it did took me a long time to get to 10. Even if I'm at 12 or 13 by the end of the season, I'll take that, Pat. So after the cast comes off, you go to the boot. Yes. So 6 weeks in a walking boot, crutches, and weight bearing. Although I'm still going to use the scooter, and then starting rehab, I believe, as well. Oh, I work at a company partly involved in the production of the Canucks calendar. I'm 99.3% sure it is not happening this year. Fascinating. Yeah, Cole, I like the Seahawks because I don't have a lot of favorite players in the NFL, so there's no team that I'm completely rooting for all the time to win. Oh yeah, Coach Rob, I'll watch your sushi video later. I haven't watched it yet. I was working all night. Is sushi always served cold or at room temperature? That's a good question. A lot of times you don't want it too cold. I'd say a lot of the rice and seaweed, that's at room temperature. But then the fish in the sushi, like the sashimi and the salmon, the tuna, you usually want that cold. And then there's some deep fried rolls that are warm actually. So it can go all aspects. California roll, it has imitation crab, avocado in it. It's not my favorite. Leafs are not my favorite team. Colorado is one of them. If one team should be worried about their QB woes, that's the New York Jets. Yes. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers and I have the same injury. And Fangirl knows me. She's awesome. She got it. In this order, too. In this order, Winnipeg, Toronto, and Colorado. Sorry, Winnipeg, Tampa. I said Toronto. God forbid. Winnipeg, Tampa, and Colorado. And then Ricky got the right teams, got the last 2 mixed up. Winnipeg, Colorado, Tampa. Jets, Hurricanes, and Tampa. Good try. You got 2 of the 3. Leafs, Oilers, Rangers, 0 for 3. When will sports fans in Vancouver stop cheering for Seattle and Toronto teams? I don't know. Do you think that's bad, Fillmore? I think it's natural. Edmonton, Colorado Leafs, 1-for-3. Hey, Ryan. Jets, Tampa, and Colorado in that order. You got it, Shannon. Very good. Jets, Avs, Leafs. That's 2 out of 3, Rick. Jets, Canadian, Seattle. Okay, now I'll start reading them now. But thank you, guys. Have I seen... although Flipper got it right as well. Good job. I've not watched Ted Lasso, Gord. I do like the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, but not so much modern. Back in the day, I like Charles Barkley. I like Danny Ainge. I especially like Kevin Johnson. Then I like Amari Stoudemire. I like Steve Nash, of course. I like Devin Booker. So, have I considered doing news, videos, discussions apart from the Canucks, such as league-wide? You know, William, great question. Those of you that have followed me for a while on here, you know what my answer is going to be. I'm knowledgeable enough to do so. I really am. It's not my passion though. And I find when I do non-Canuck stuff, my videos don't do as well. So unlike a Lego or a hockey guy who do really well covering, I know Lego likes to focus on Vancouver, Detroit, and Montreal. But he can do the entire league. So can the hockey guy, of course. They have bigger audiences, and those audiences go to those people for that. I want to be known as the number one Canucks vlogger. And if that means not doing a lot of videos about non-Canucks related stuff, I'm okay with it. Like I usually don't do a video about a breaking trade or anything like that. I usually do videos only about the Canucks. And anytime I venture and out and try non-Canucks videos, I don't do as well. Great question, William. People want your picture because you're awesome. Thank you, Carol. I did not watch the Rogan and Hogan podcasts. Yes, but I'll take a listen for sure. YouTube as a hobby. I have a few subscribers, but I don't mind. Good. 20K Clay. Awesome. I'm doing well. I hope you're as well, Ryan. Hashtag sign Clay's cast. New York Jets or Winnipeg Jets. Yeah, I like the Winnipeg Jets. The New York Jets, I feel bad for them. Yes. Cast off on September 26th. I think Vancouver loses their identity, especially Seattle and Toronto. Don't think much Vancouver. Yeah, who cares though? We're just cheering. I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but just cheering for a team. Yeah, Pat. I know this is the one. This is the one thing I regret that I haven't moved on this. And I had big plans to do. I truly had big plans to design and launch in August, and then I hurt myself. And not that I can't do things, but I just had to change my priority and my energy. I will say this. I'm going to have my master's done by May. And then I'm not studying every night too. So at the risk of waiting for a whole nother season, I may wait until the new year and then I can focus. Although I could also see me finishing this course and then working on some merch over December to launch in the new year. Yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do actually. You know, I'm going to make that a goal to have merch launch for January of 2024. Yeah, thank you for the reminder, fangirl. I always love Vancouver, but I don't really like the cities they cheer for. That's fine. Sorry, Ryan, no more Canucks questions. Sorry, Cole. What did your physio say your recovery timeline for your injury? 5 to 6 months, Edmund. 5 to 6 months. Am I still doing upper body workouts? Not formally. Like I'll sit in front of the TV and I'll do presses and curls and stuff, but I won't. Gosh, my arms look huge, but they're not. But I think this angle makes, like when I go do this, yeah, okay, I don't look that huge. I don't know. Just work with me here. What does a torn Achilles feel like? This is a good question, Ricky. When it happened, it was like someone smoked me in the back of the leg with a bat. And everyone I've talked to who has torn their Achilles or ruptured their Achilles like I did, they say the same thing. It feels like someone clubbed them or kicked them in the back of their leg. Ricky, picture this. You know when you hit in baseball and you chuck your bat and run? When it happened, I actually thought, I didn't know what happened. I thought that my own bat came down and hit me in the leg. Then my left leg gave out. So then I fell to the ground. All my weight's on my left leg. That's why I busted up my knee. So if you see any pictures, I was wearing bandages on my knee for the first month because I cut up my knee pretty badly. And then after that, it was a bit painful. I was icing it. But since they put the cast on and you've seen the pictures, they've casted my toes down because they're trying to get the tendon to reattach itself. So no surgery. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to find out just how well it's healing. So right now, there's absolutely no pain unless I knock it or bump it, but there's no pain. It's just lugging this heavy cast on my leg around. Oh, you're missing a tooth. Oh, sorry to hear that, Lucas. Steve Nash went to St. Michael's Private School. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Adam. You're my Nux stream. And Ryan says bicep cam. Very, very good. Friends, I'm going to wind up here. I have a special treat for you. Another video at the end of the stream, and I'll talk about that in a second. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone that was here. Moderators, didn't sound like you had much to do tonight, which is a good thing. Maybe that'll change when the season starts. We'll see. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, both of them here and being generous tonight, and legendary Andrew Chang. Always appreciate your support. Franchise members, Hall of Fame members as well. Appreciate you and all of you for watching, for subbing, for liking, for always supporting me, sticking with me, even when I cancel streams 2 hours before I'm supposed to stream. I appreciate it. And don't forget, next week it'll be likely, looking at my work week, likely to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday again. And then the week after, I go back to 5 days a week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, starting on Sunday, September 24th. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Thank you, Lucas, for the donation. Thank you, Carol, Rob, and Shannon for gifting donations. And speaking of gifting donations, coming in, not wanting to be left out. I'm not sure if he was here the whole time, lurking, or he just heard his name, his ears were ringing. But thank you to one more legend, all three legends donating tonight. So let's recognize legendary Andrew Chang. Andrew gifts a membership. Thank you, Andrew. And that membership goes to David W., our favorite commentator from Ontario. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, Andrew, for your generosity, and welcome to membership, David. Awesome. So we had 4 membership gifts tonight. That's amazing. And also donation. Thanks to everyone for being so generous. On your way out, you can subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a late donation. You can gift a late membership. You can become a member yourself, upgrade your membership. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And thank you to my sponsors, Advanced City Experts Real Estate and Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. We have one more late membership gift, which is awesome, from the legend Carol Bovelander. So Carol gifts a membership. So that means 5 new memberships tonight, which is amazing. And this one goes to Ryan Ross. Very happy that Ryan gets it. So welcome to the CCC crew, Ryan, and great job, Carol. Thank you for your generosity as well. Okay, before my dad joke, just want to remind you that if you're looking for Canucks tickets, send me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com. You can see it right there, canuckclay@gmail.com. I will send you my ticket list. People are starting to buy tickets more now as the season gets closer, as we're all getting excited. So once again, thank you for being here, and for the show, for the bad, after the bad joke, I have another video, a music video. This one was cool. This one, I got hired to do a commercial. So it's for Lazy Boy. Lazy Boy, this was about 10 years ago. I was with my friend Ariel. She still does anthems for teams. So Ariel. And we rewrote the lyrics to Iggy Azalea's song, Fancy. You know, I'm so fancy, you already know. But because it's Lazy Boy, we changed the words to I'm so comfy. So check it out. Some of you guys might remember this. If you remember this video from 10 years ago, put it in the chat. If you remember this, put in the chat just before I share it. But yes, I will have this video to play you out for the night. Ricky, I already know that you're going to love this one. I promise you that you are going to love this one. Gord says, I bought a 12-year-old whiskey. Boy, his mom was mad. That was very funny. And yes, you guys are going to love this video. I promise you. So as always, see you on Sunday night at 10:30. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Gail asked me earlier to go get 6 cans of Sprite from the grocery store. Yes, 6 cans of Sprite. But when I got home, I realized that I had picked 7-Up. 7-Up. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah. Okay, guys, I'm just trying to get the that was bad. I probably should have done a much better transition. Here we go. Enjoy this. Comfy. Have a great night.
First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the lower men then feel it. And I won't tell you mind your business. You can sit down and we can watch some hockey physics. You should want a cool couch like this. Make you want to sit and chill just like this. Urban attitudes, young and hip. Sophisticated, modern, it's a comfort bliss. Watching the Canucks games, cheering on the boys. Screaming hockey fans sure make a lot of noise. While I lounge and sit in my lazy boy. To live life comfortably is my choice. I'm so comfy, you already know, so relaxing. Shoes off, throw them on the floor. I'm so comfy, go Canucks go. I'm watching my team score and go. Now let's go, let's do this. I thought that you knew this. Don't have a lazy boy, now that is just foolish. From North Van to Richmond, Langley, Coquitlam, furniture garage, I can shop in no department. Better the sofa with flat, or the recliner or chair. All perfect for watching the hockey game over there. Better get the sofa with flat, or the recliner or chair. And when we're not sitting, you know we're gonna stand up and cheer. Now are you hazy, crazy, you better watch the Canucks in a lazy. It's the LAZ boy, put the name in bold. Lifestyle and comfort is the way to go. I'm so comfy, you already know, so relaxing. Shoes off, throw them on the floor. I'm so comfy, go Canucks go. I'm watching my team score and goals.
Who that? The C-L-A-Y. That do that, I'm the C-L-A-Y. Who that? The C-L-A-Y. That do that, the C-L-A-Y. Who that? The C-L-A-Y.
Thanks a lot for watching.